Hi guys, Hotshot here, and welcome back once again, of course, to another Texas Chainsaw video. Today I wanted to talk about Johnny today, and I just wanted to go over a few things on how I would rework this character. In my opinion, I think he definitely needs a rework because right now I feel like he's in a unhealthy state where he needs to be looked at and fixed. He definitely needs improvements in terms of utility. I definitely think he needs something else in his kit to give him more like a, to make him feel like he's an actual, like, hunter. Because he's more like that stalking hunter type of vibe to him where he can, like, sneak up on people, and I feel like there needs to be more utilization to his kit. So his ability Hunt, which is attracts footprints that victims can leave behind. And his level 3 perks, you have Analyze Clues Faster, Foot Freshness, and increase the trail range of the footprints. You analyze clues faster by 50% with clues analyzing clues faster. The Foot Freshness means if you locate a footprint and the icons or the trail is blue, meaning that you're very cold, meaning that you're far away. The pink means that you're close, and if it's like super pink, that means you're like red hot, like it's really close to you, so like the victim is really close. And then you have increased range of the foot trails by 100%, but that one isn't that good because there's a bug on Johnny to where you can't really track the maximum amount, and it's not really worth it, which is his worst ability, I think, on his tree. What I would do to fix that is on his third in the range of the foot trails by 100%, I think Johnny should be able to track blood trails, because I think that would just help him in chase a lot easier. If he like loses a survivor and you activate the ability, you can sniff the blood trails and catch up to them pretty quickly, so I think that would make a lot of sense for him to do that. If you want to utilize that in a sense, that would also help his kit nonetheless, because the other two, his 3 level 2s are actually pretty decent, but the third one on the right side is really weak. So I think, me personally, I would trash that one and make it so he can track blood trails easier. And I think that would also help him in certain situations if necessary. So one of the things that Johnny is so interesting is that he's one of the most popular characters in the game, and he definitely has like a lot of potential there. It just needs to come to light. One of the suggestions I would give as a rework would be, I think if you don't have a Leatherface, I think Johnny should start in the basement. I think he needs a rework to where he can start with like a battle axe or something, or just a regular axe, and so he can destroy obstacles similar, and he can also kick crawl spaces, or I think maybe he should either make it harder for them to lift up the crawl spaces, or maybe he can destroy them with an axe. I think that would be really, really cool if they make it so Johnny is like because like right now in the game he's like a weaker version of Leatherface. He does less damage than him. He does things that Leatherface couldn't do if he was nerfed, and I think that's one of the things that Sumo or Gun should realize, is that the potential is right there, you just need to utilize it. I think what also would be cool is I think Johnny should be able to drag survivors out of crawl spaces if they crawl under it. Because he was able to grab Maria in the Petals game. I think that would be something nice to where, because like there's not a family member that can drag a survivor out of something. Or I mean, like, you have like those cooler hiding spots, but like imagine Johnny grabbing your foot and dragging you out of the of the crawl space. I think that would be something interesting as a mechanic to test out, and I think that would definitely be worth it. Because that would give him more utility, and what he lacks is less utility. I think what also would be cool is if he had an extra padlock and like maybe 2 bear traps. I think that would help him out in some situations, because like, yeah, you have a hunt ability that just really only tracks footprints and you have nothing else, because he's good at locating people only if they leave a footprint. So I think this would help him out in a lot, because I think having an extra padlock would also slow the game down tremendously. It probably would also counter the rushing that's in the game, because right now all you see nowadays is just Connie players rushing basement, and you also have victims like to rush basement and do all this other shit. So I think it's nonetheless, I think they should give him a padlock and 2 extra bear traps, and the reason why is because I think just something to slow the game down to make it more interesting. Now, he does have a line with Hitchhiker that says, you gotta show me how to make those traps. It would be cool if there were bear traps in the game, because there's like, on the family house by the back of the house, by the porch, there's like traps on the wall, so I'm thinking like, why not Johnny be able to trap people with like 2 bear traps or just 1 bear trap or something. I think that would give him more in his kit to where he's able to utilize his full potential, because I think, like I said, he's just a weaker Leatherface. And one of the most annoying things about Johnny right now is he hasn't really been improved, and there's nothing really done to him. And I want to know if Sumo has a plan to make the character feel better, because Sissy has fell off a lot, but Johnny is kind of busted right now, because there's this stupid speed tech in the game that really makes him really frustrating to go against, and I definitely think it ruins the game for a lot of people, because so basically what the speed tech is, he can just keep swinging his knife and gain movement speed and just hit you from miles away. They had nerfed this like 2 patches ago, but people are still doing it, and his hitbox is like really busted to where he can just, if you're playing a squishy character, he can hit you in like 2 or 4 hits and you're dead. Now obviously, with the changes I suggested, pulling victims out of crawl spaces, having a padlock and 2 extra bear traps, and starting in the basement with an axe, I think those types of suggestions, I think that would really, and the hunt change I would do, I think this would make him more fun to play and more utilizing other variety in the games, because the problem is that nobody wants to play Leatherface, and Leatherface is the face of the franchise, and he's also the face of the game. And I just don't think, him being required, it really causes bigger issues, because there just really hasn't been anything done to Leatherface, because he just has a lot of issues. One is nobody wants to play him because they want to upgrade their other characters. They also don't want to get bullied in the basement, which is understandable. They also just I don't like his kit personally, because I think what was the biggest red flag was Leatherface not having his mallet and his I don't know, I think Leatherface needed more to his kit. Johnny needs more utility, and I think a change to his hunt would be nice. In this case, I think, removing that speed tech and compensating it with pulling victims out of crawl spaces would be nice. A padlock and 2 extra bear traps would definitely help him, because he doesn't have anything to slow the game down at all. I mean, having one padlock would be alright. If you want to do 1 padlock and 1 bear trap, that'd be nice. I just think the of grabbing a victim out of a crawl space would compensate for the removal of the speed tech in the game, or the hitbox of it needs to be looked at, because Johnny's really busted right now, and I think they need to really give him something else. I think he should start in the basement if you don't have a Leatherface, because they need to remove that requirement and give Johnny that role too, because Johnny has that power role, because he can definitely be a threat. If he had an axe, I would make it maybe take a couple swings to kill. I wouldn't just, two-shot of Dasani or a Connie player like that. There needs to be, the damage numbers would need to be tweaked. I think Gunn should consider it if they want to just bite the bullet and say, hey, you know what, maybe Johnny should also start in the basement with something unique, because the reason why Johnny sort of fell off in a way is only because of the nerf, and he's still decent, don't get me wrong. I just don't think the way he's played right now is very unhealthy for the game, and I don't think it's fair for a lot of people to just use one tech and then everyone does it, and then it just ruins the experience. I did call the Johnny tech an exploit because I don't think it was intended, but they did fix the lunge of it, but it just made his hitbox even worse. So yeah, that's what my rework suggestions. Grabbing a victim out of a crawl space, and tracking blood trails, a padlock, 2 extra bear traps, and just having him start in the basement with a small axe or a battle axe or something to kind of make him destroy obstacles, make it harder for them to open it or destroy it. I think that'd be fine. Also, one of the major complaints with Johnny is his grapple animation needs to be looked at. I think it's just way too long. Pause. I think it needs to be much quicker, because I think it's just really slow. Considering you have to punch him and then just mess with his head, I think that's just a waste of time. Something to really give him more as a way to make him in line with like Hitchhiker and Bubba, or Hitchhiker and Cook. Because Cook, to me, in my opinion, is like the best family member in the game, and Sissy's like the weakest right now in the current stage. There needs to just be more with the meta right now, because he's okay on Slaughterhouse. Family House, I think he's okay. I think Gas Station's his weakest map, because he spawns outside. I wish he spawned by car battery or something, or even spawn in the house by main. I don't know, something to make him feel like he's more rewarding to play, because nowadays all you see is just Johnny players just doing the speed tech, and it's just really stupid. But I just want the character to feel like he's feeling like he's rewarding to play, and not just let me just press a button and just keep swinging consistently, where I just don't feel like that's fun at all. Especially when you play victim against him, he gets these weird hitboxes, and it's not even from a fucking country or something, dude. It's so stupid. So yeah, those are my suggestions. If you guys want to have a discussion in the comments section or on Reddit, I'm down for it, and without any toxicity, that'd be fine. Whatever you guys are thinking, I would highly recommend that they would consider it. I definitely think, having a character to have something else, like he should be like a secondary replacement for Leatherface if he's not in the game. A padlock to slow the game down just a little bit more, 2 bear traps to help out with the rushing. I think him pulling a victim out of a crawl space would be really, really cool. Just imagine the animation, he grabs your foot and then just throws you back or something. That'd be sick. Or because I think the knife on him is cool, but I think having axe would make him more even fucking badass in a way. I think it would fit him in that role, because he definitely is like a nerf to Leatherface, but just in terms of power, he just lacks a lot of utility, which would definitely help him out. So what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with these suggestions? Do you disagree? Do you think he just needs small buffs to make him better, or slight rework changes to make him feel smoother to play? Let me know down in the comments down below if you agree or disagree, and we can just have a discussion, because I just want something better for the character, and all these opinions just come from passionate player like myself. I just want things better for the game and the game's health going forward. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is GroovyHotshot, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. And as always, you all know what to do. Stay groovy.